So we're working on a project here for our fish hatchery that the school operates. We're building a panel here where the Allen Bradley PLC is going to be located. Terminal strips for marshaling all these signal wires, and the cables here. Wire duct for making clean arrangements of the wires. We'll have a power supply up in this corner. We're also going to put a data acquisition unit there, National Instruments data acquisition unit. This is actually a rebuild of a currently existing panel we've been using for a number of years, hence the Swiss cheese of holes in the panels. We've done many modifications to this, and this year it's a complete bottom-up rebuild. So we stripped everything off the sub panel. We're going to be putting the new PLC up here and the new terminal blocks, all that stuff, labeling all the wires. Then when we're done, we're going to set the sub panel back in the enclosure and wire up the field cables to it. The field instruments are already in place. At that point, we'll be doing our debugging of the PLC program. We can do a lot of PLC programming and testing right here in the shop. So after we bolt all the components on this panel, we're going to be doing some testing in place before we bring it down to the hatchery, making sure everything works the way it should, simulating input signals with the 4 to 20 milliamp loop current simulator, multimeter, switches, all that stuff. We're going to make sure the program does what it should before we bring it down there, then do our final debugging in place. So that's the goal here. This mess you see is going to turn into a beautiful sub panel we can put in our electrical enclosure.